What's up? I'm Trenius and you tune into the infamous Living Room Network. Divine powers are always working for us because we're trying to do right. Man, that 1 month millionaire mindset challenge was extensive. It got crazy at the end. I know we kind of like overdid it because it's kind of hard to keep thinking about multi-millionaire mindset, multi-millionaire mindset, multi-millionaire, like every single day. Like, maybe that was a little too much for us guys because I heard that some people kind of fell off towards the end of the challenge, but hey, we did it. We still put ourselves that much, higher in consciousness, when it comes down to thinking about currency, capital, finances than we were a couple months before. For those of you who just not tuning in to the infamous Living Room Network and don't know nothing about our challenges, I highly advise and suggest you to go to our website, which is the very bottom in the description section. And you get to the website, go to Realm Challenges. After you go to Realm Challenges, you will see our challenges that we have completed this month. And guys, I told you a couple videos ago, maybe one video ago, that we had a very special surprise that we need to announce, or I need to announce for the month of June. And it's June 1st. So could you guess what this surprise is concerning the monthly challenges? I'm going to just wait. If you got it right, I need you to speak up, let your voice be heard at the very bottom in the comment section, okay? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. So, we don't have any challenges for this month. We don't have any challenges for this month. God dang, I'm happy. I'm really excited. I'm really proud. I'm freaking happy. Because I don't have to say that every time I make a video. I don't have to be like, hey guys, 1 month challenge. Hey guys, 1 month challenge. Hey, like I'm making a song every day saying these challenges. But we working hard though. We working hard and it's a cool thing to have going on a YouTube channel. It's so cool. But anyway, let's get right down into this topic. I know that's why you're here. And I know you don't want to know some secrets that I got to tell you. I'm sorry, guys. I love you. You're still my bros now. But it's all about making ourselves better, other people's lives better, like women, and the world a better place here on the infamous Living Room Network. So, what are 6 ways to make a man fall in love and stay in love? Oh, man, this is going to be good. And you know what? I get this information from... I'm not even going to tell you that. I'm not even going to tell you that. I'm just going to tell you the secrets. I'm just going to tell you the downright truth. Okay. Look, number 1 is this. This is number 1, and I don't even think that you knew that this was going to be number 1. Listen, number 1 is fragrances. Scents. The smell goods. Who still wears fragrances and scents? Women? Come on now. Come on. Be real. I'm going to be honest with you, man. Listen, when I go out to public places, I run across men and I run across women, but I have to say, the average woman that I approach and have a conversation with about the Living Room Network or something like that, or business or something like that, I never smell any scents. I don't smell any fragrances anymore. I mean, I don't know, it's 2017, and I know that we got these new generations coming along the lines, but it's like the older generations, like my mom's and them generation, they were more into the fashion life and the scents and stuff like that, and the smell goods and the fragrances. Now, in order for a man to smell a good woman, he has to walk through Macy's and smell the fragrance department there, and that's not fair. Listen, I guarantee you, women, if you are the woman to wear fragrances, or if you gonna start wearing fragrances from now on, I highly advise you to find your scent. Find something that fits you, that you really like, and I guarantee you it will help you out magnified times 1,000. Men love to be entertained, and that's the biggest word that I'm gonna use tonight. Entertain. Men love to be entertained by new stuff, and if you have on some of the best fragrances every day, you have on some different fragrances, or every day you have on something that he's never even experienced in a day in his existence, that's gonna make him want to be in love with you. I'm just being honest. Men are weird like that. We're weird like that, and I'm the first open man, to be a little bit in touch with this side and this side, and to be balanced out and centered at the same time. So I'm telling you the truth, ladies. Trust me. All right, number two is wits, intelligence, smarts. Now, if you're a lady and you already have a husband, or if you already have a boyfriend, that's probably why you have them, because you're very, very knowledgeable. You're very spiritual. I know some of you women are spiritual on the Realm team, and that's great. Your man was probably attracted to you because you were spiritual, and that's great. But let me talk to the women out there who don't know this trick. This is a very, very effective trick, and it will definitely keep your man in love with you at all times. Now I'm gonna show you how to catapult it to level 10. Okay, so intelligence and smarts. You got to be able to pick his brain. So a man he always wants to be growing. If your man is not growing, I don't know what you're doing, and I don't know why you're still with him. But a man always wants to be growing and rising and bigging up himself and making himself better than he was yesterday. That's the type of man that you're supposed to have in your life, ladies. Okay, but if this man is not doing that, then there's definitely something that you're not doing right either. But a man likes for a woman to pick his brain. A man is a more domineering species. You know, he's more dominating because that's his job. A woman is more sensitive. She's more in tune with her sensitive side, her soft side, her feelings, her emotions mean the world to her. He knows that, and he wants to keep her hard. He wants to keep her tough. You understand what I'm saying? He wants to keep her filled with just a little more testosterone than she normally is. You know what I'm saying? So, one thing a man is entertained by is if you are able to be smarter than him sometimes. Teach him something sometimes. Even though we know it's our job to be leaders, I can speak for you, man. Even though a man knows it's his job to be a leader and a woman's job to be a helper, the one thing a man really is entertained by, he's really attracted to a woman who can outsmart him in a good way, not in a bad way, ladies. Now, I don't want you doing any bad things with your spirituality and your good ESP skills, your extrasensory perception and stuff like that. Don't be doing nothing crazy and freaky and nothing like that and going around that way when he's coming around the backside. You know what I'm saying? Don't be doing it like that. That's not cool. But definitely use this intelligence that you have to make sure that you always beat him to the punch. Make sure that you beat him to his next move. This is what keeps him in love. This is what keeps him entertained. And this is what helps him fall in love with you. Because 9 times out of 10, most women are not at that level of expertise in their character yet, so to speak. So a man is more likely to sway and go the other way until he can find that experience that spurs him on and keeps him entertained because somebody can pick his brain. Okay, number three, and I gotta move a little fast here, guys. I'm a little into this video. I like talking about stuff like this because I love the ladies out there, and I know it's all about making ourselves better, other people's lives better, and the world a better place. Man, like, I grew up, I was raised by a single mom. My dad was there as well. But I really cherish, hardworking women that really work hard and that really go out of their way to be the best of both worlds, to do men duties and woman duties. Not to say, that's crazy or anything, but that's really normal for our generation nowadays because you have a lot of people that don't have a foundation, a lot of men that don't have a foundation, mother, father, relationship that were married. A lot of women are the same way. So, if you're that woman out there who, is that much more ahead of the game, then I hats off to you, and I give this topic to you. But the third thing that makes a man fall in love and keeps him in love with you is sex. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Men love sex. Most men think about sex all the time. And it's not anything abnormal for a woman to think about sex, but men think about sex all the time because their testosterone levels are more higher than a woman's, of course. And then, 9 times out of 10, the women out here are walking around with these spandex leggings on all day, every day, and all this clothing that allows you to see what they possess. So it's harder nowadays. It's harder nowadays for the average man, to stay confined, to stay in his lane, to keep his self-contained. But sex is something that will help you keep your man in love with you, especially if it's always spontaneous. If it's always good, I'm just gonna be real with y'all. Now I'm gonna tell you, there's 2 different types of sexes, ladies. There's 2 different types of sexes. Now, there's a sex where you just having sex, just to be having sex. It's kind of like exercise, and we're all grown here, right? All right, we're all grown here. We're grown. Okay, I don't want any nasty comments. And there is a sex where you are emotionally attached to that person. You can feel it. There's feelings. It's kind of like a spiritual connection. Now, you have two different types of sexes. This sex is more like the cheating sex. The sex where you just like that. That type of sex is like the cheating sex. That's when a man cheats and just has exercises with another woman. You understand? Now, this sex over here is the intimate sex, the one that cannot easily be broken. Now, in order to get that man to fall in love sexually, you have to build up the consciousness within him to make him feel like he's spiritually connected with you. And you can feel this when you're having sex with that man. Now, if you're having sex with that man and you don't feel any spiritual connection, if you don't feel any emotional connection with that man, he's not there. He's not there. And it really surprises me, because you have a lot of women who are falling in love with men who they know are not in love with them. And they know this through the sex. The sex tells it all. If you're a woman, you should know this, because you're a feeling species. You're a feeling individual, and you're an emotional individual. So when you open your doors to any man, that should be grounds for you to determine whether or not you're with the right person or not, because you can just feel the way the sex is. And it still just baffles my mind to this day how a lot of women can still, cater to a man when they know he's not even in love with them. He doesn't really care about her, and she can tell all that through the way that they have sex. Now, if you're a woman who's new to this information, I apologize. I really truly apologize, but this is real stuff. Like I said, there are two different types of sexes. Okay, and if you know the difference between these two types of sexes, first of all, I'm going to tell you women that are not that are new to the Living Room Network, you got to get spiritually in tune with yourself. And I say this and as nice as I can. You have to know yourself spiritually. You have to get in tune with God. You have to get in tune with God, and then you have to get in tune with yourself to know what it's like spiritually to have sex with a man. And that way, this sex will open you up to your awareness of what's really going on when you're having sex with a man. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, we're all grown here, but that is the third way to make a guy fall in love with you. And he will fall in love with you if he knows that you are spiritually connected to him sexually. And he know you just not trying to give him some. Because if you're just trying to give him some, he knows that. So he's going to sway and go to the next woman who's really trying to be that woman that he needs. Okay? Hope I explained that as best as I can. I'm not trying to step on anybody's feet, so I'm sorry if anybody feels offended. All right, number 4 is unconditional characteristic traits. Woman, listen. In order to make this man fall in love with you, in order to keep him in love with you, you have to remain unconditional. Yeah, I know it's hard. It's hard. It's hard for me. I'm a married man, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna admit it's not easy. You understand what I'm saying? It takes a lot of being like Jesus. It takes a lot of being like Jesus, and that's if God's fetching you rocks and treating you dirty, even though you're being loving, you still have to continue to love anyway. And yeah, it gonna hurt. It gonna hurt. I know a lot of women who actually went through physical abuse, in situations like this, and it was unexpected. It's just like something that came out of the middle of nowhere, because they loved the guy so much that they didn't know he was gonna flip. You understand? They were just loving him, and there's still women in relationships like this, in abusive relationships, that still have this unconditional love characteristic trait, and guys are taking it for granted, and it's just not fair. So I want to say this to you guys: do not abuse this, trait that a woman has of being an unconditional lover. That's something that you need, bro. Really, seriously, man. That's something that you need, and you need it because God gives it to you all the time by forgiving you for all your sins every single day. You understand? So, women, continue to use this trait, because this is going to help you find that Prince Charming. This is going to help you find your future husband. The whole point of it is to never give up on your walk to finding that husband, or to finding that man that you're looking for, if you're looking for a man. If you already have a man, you can sit down on the bench on this one. But anyway, if you're looking for that man, continue to carry your cross and continue to be an unconditional loving woman, because that is so attractive. When a guy is able to find a submissive woman who just submits to his ways and just submits to his leadership and just trusts in his leadership, wow. And then what, a couple months later down the line, she gets to implement her own opinions and her own advice and suggestions in a relationship, because he's an open guy. And the reason why he's so open, because he knew that she was open when he first met her. Like, wow, that is amazing. So that is something definitely to help, a guy fall in love. Okay. Number 5 is dress game. Dress game. Dress game. You have to be a good dresser. I'm sorry. You have to be a good dresser. You have to dress really well and have a great style, have a great swagger about yourself. Ladies, you have to set yourself apart from all the other women. And I know a lot of days in this time, people like to follow trends and stuff like that. And then I like to follow trends too. I check Twitter every day. I check Instagram every day. I check hashtags and the worldwide trends every day to see what the latest topics is, so I can make videos for you. I check the world trends every single day because I like to follow them. So I know it's absolutely normal to be like the next person, because we all bite swaggers from each other anyway as individuals. That's what life is all about, making ourselves better, other people's lives better, and in return we make the world a better place, which has an effect on us as individuals when we make the world a better place, and the world follows trends. But anyway, if you're a woman that's able to set yourself apart from the next woman by looking good based on the way you dress, you know how to put your colorization together when it comes down to your apparel, you know how to come up with your own styles, that's an A+. That's an A+++++, because you're going to be the woman that the man that is in the room that looks good, he's attracted to you versus everybody else, because everybody else is following in trends. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're that woman that knows how to set yourself apart and you're able to keep this up consistently every day, 24/7, that always gives him something to look forward to. And like I said at the very beginning, a guy loves to be entertained by a woman. Entertainment sells. All right. Last but not least, and we're going to close it up. This is one of the longest videos we've ever been on. Ambition, guys. Ambition is one of the number one traits that a woman can possess. And that's why I put this last, because it's the least trait that, it's the least, put it like this. It's one of the last things that women have. It's that woman that is a needle in a haystack, so to speak. It's that woman that you just see riding by somewhere, and you just can't have her because she's probably with somebody else or something like that. Just keeping it real from a man's perspective. But if you're that woman who has that ambition to always have new ideas, you always got new ideas for your man. You always is creative for your man. You can always come up with new things for your man to do versus your man always coming up for stuff for you and him to do. You're always doing something new. You're always putting your man onto new clothing apparel. You're always putting your man onto new restaurants. It ain't all about him taking you out. Take him out somewhere. Baby, look, I got this new restaurant. We need to go try it. Put your clothes on. Let's go. And that is entertaining to a guy. A guy don't never really get that from the average female. Ambition. Come on, baby, let's go out and jog. Ambition. Come on, baby, let's go to the gym. He's like, what? Dang, she want me to go to the gym, bruh. Are you serious, bruh? Yeah, she want me to go to the gym with her right now, bruh. I'm sorry, I ain't smoking nothing today with y'all. I'm going to the gym. Bruh, you can go to the gym with her and work out, man. That's lame, man. Nah, man, this is different. This is different, man. She ain't like everybody else, man. Man, this girl is different. I guarantee you. He gonna fall in love with that. And especially if you're doing something with yourself. I don't care what it is. Like, most men are normally date the woman that is, just more laid back. She's just trying to be a helper. She's just trying to be the woman that is, trying to make sure she meets all his needs. But if you're that woman who even has your own thing going on, I don't know what it is, but a man loves a woman who has their own thing going on for themselves, because that shows a man that he doesn't always have to, give it his all, and all of his energy. Matter of fact, he can feed off some of her energy sometimes. So ambition, man, that's number one. I should have put it at the top, but fragrances was number one. But anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope this message resonated with y'all. I'm Trenius, and it's the infamous Living Room Network. Hope y'all share this video. Speak up, let your voice be heard. Leave a nice comment at the bottom. Peace.